Frankfurt Airport, Germany's largest and one of the world's busiest, is expanding with a $4 billion project. This expansion includes building a brand new terminal to handle the growing number of visitors. Over 800 companies are pitching in on this project, making it one of the biggest construction efforts in Europe. The project comes with its own set of challenges, such as the unusual need for industrial divers during construction. Today, we'll explore their detailed plans, check on the construction's progress, and find out when the new terminal will open. But before we start, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Ultimate Mega Builds for more groundbreaking mega projects. Now, let's begin. Frankfurt is not just Germany's financial hub, it's also a key international gateway thanks to this airport. Located just southwest of the city centre, the airport connects to 330 destinations worldwide and is about half the size of Manhattan, featuring 2 main terminals and 4 runways. But why expand further? The idea for this $4 billion upgrade dates back to the last century when it became clear the existing terminals, which managed up to 54 million passengers annually, would soon be insufficient. This led to plans for a massive new terminal that could handle an additional 25 million passengers each year. This new terminal is being built on the site of a former American base that closed in 2005. After getting the green light from local authorities and choosing a modern, comfortable design through an architectural contest, construction kicked off in 2015. The expansion of Frankfurt Airport is planned in 3 phases. The first phase is the main part of the project, featuring the construction of the central terminal hall, 2 piers labelled H and J, a new apron tower, and all essential infrastructure. The subsequent phases, which include the construction of piers G and K, are essentially extensions of the first phase. These will only be built if there's enough demand after the terminal opens in 2026. So what will the completed terminal look like? And what can visitors expect? There are 2 main ways to get to the new terminal. The first option is by car via an elevated 11-metre high, half-kilometre long drive-in platform at the entrance of the departure hall. There will also be an 8-storey parking garage nearby, which can hold up to 8,500 vehicles. The second option is by the Skyline, a driverless train that connects the airport's main train station at Terminal 1 to the new terminal in just 8 minutes, offering a quick public transport option. Once visitors arrive, they'll enter the main terminal hall, which is divided into 3 zones. The first zone features a spacious hall spread over 2 floors. The upper floor is for departures, directly accessible from the drive-in platform, and the lower floor is for arrivals. The second zone is dedicated to security checks, leading directly into the third zone, a futuristic marketplace and lounge area. This zone aims to enhance the travel experience with a relaxing atmosphere achieved by a wavy, reflective steel ceiling that plays with natural light to create a dynamic effect. The terminal will be connected to 4 piers. They are built in short, extendable modules that can be lengthened as needed. Each pier will feature a slightly different interior design, maintaining the overall theme of comfort and convenience. As for the project's current status, it's come a long way since construction began in 2015. Initially, things were progressing smoothly, but by 2018, the surge in passenger numbers outpaced expectations. It was evident that the airport's capacity would soon be maxed out, prompting adjustments to the original plan. Rather than starting with the main terminal building, the focus shifted to prioritizing the construction of Pier G. This decision was made because Pier G could function independently and immediately boost the airport's capacity by over 4 million passengers. Consequently, Pier G quickly took shape and was completed by April 2022, with preparations underway for its modular extensions. However, the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic in early 2020 drastically altered the aviation landscape, leading to a sharp decline in passenger numbers by more than 70% throughout the year. Despite this setback, construction continued according to the revised plan. Although Pier G was completed, it remains temporarily inactive due to the ongoing pandemic, with its full opening postponed to 2026 to align with the other piers. But progress hasn't halted entirely. Infrastructure developments around the terminal are steadily advancing, with 10 kilometers of new roads, access and departure ramps, and the drive-in platform nearing completion. Even the parking garage is partly operational, catering to construction workers. The Skyline, a driverless train connecting terminals, has already been tested successfully, signaling promising progress in this aspect of the project. The main terminal building at Frankfurt Airport is already looking complete from the outside, with its structure fully formed. The frames for Piers J and H are also up, with exterior work progressing smoothly. Also, the apron tower connected to Pier H now stands tall at 70 meters, overseeing the terminal area. Constructing such a massive project hasn't been without its hurdles. One significant challenge was encountered during the excavation for the main terminal's underground sections. The team hid a layer of soil so saturated with water that it flooded the excavation site, forming a makeshift lake. To address this, they had to stabilize the excavation pit's bottom with concrete. This task required the expertise of specially trained industrial divers who worked in custom suits to ensure the concrete set correctly underwater. Another major challenge was installing the main terminal's roof, which is as large as 2.5 soccer fields. The original plan to use 2 cranes to lift the roof in one piece was scrapped because the newly constructed Pier G blocked the space needed for this operation. Instead, the roof had to be divided into 5 sections. Each section was individually lifted onto sleds, which were then used to maneuver each piece into place on top of the building, a process that took over 6 months due to the precision required. Furthermore, the construction team managed to install a drive-in platform with exacting precision, despite the heavy equipment involved and weighing as much as 155 tons. They also integrated an extensive network of 90 kilometers of piping throughout the terminal. Despite these challenges, the construction has progressed smoothly and on schedule, which is quite remarkable for a project of this magnitude. When Terminal 3 opens in 2026 at Frankfurt Airport, it's set to significantly boost the airport's capacity and influence. The terminal will accommodate an extra 19 million visitors each year, which will likely increase traffic yet reduce waiting times. It's also expected to create thousands of jobs, adding to the already substantial workforce of nearly 81,000 employees. Looking at the broader impacts on the economy and environment, such large projects usually have some negative effects. Terminal 3 will increase the airport's carbon footprint, but the airport's owner, Fraport, is actively addressing these environmental concerns. They've planned various measures to cut down on energy and water use. By 2026, the airport aims to meet 85% of its energy needs with renewable sources, including solar panels on Terminal 3 and its parking facilities. The ultimate goal is to achieve net zero emissions by 2045, although it remains to be seen whether this is feasible for an airport. In terms of operational changes, Terminal 2 will close temporarily for renovations after Terminal 3 opens. All flights normally handled by Terminal 2 will shift to the new terminal during this period. Fraport has also planned for future capacity needs with Pier K, intended to handle an additional 6 million passengers annually if needed. Given that the airport already saw a nearly 30% increase in passenger numbers in the first half of 2023 compared to the previous year, it's clear that demand is growing. So, what are your thoughts on the new terminal? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. For more incredible mega projects, be sure to subscribe to our channel and check out our video on one of the biggest airports in the world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.